Okay, this song is so good. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Good night to everyone who sees this at the time I'm uploading this, because I actually upload at night for me, as you can see over here. Um, so today's topic will be also related to yesterday's, because yesterday was more about like trying to tell you like you're not wasting your time, okay? Whatever you may think. Um, I don't really think you can waste your time. That's pretty much it. But today I'm going to talk about like it's never too late. What do I mean by this? Um, you know, I truly think because maybe you didn't buy yesterday's topic. Maybe you think you are wasting your time. Okay, maybe you think you are fucking shit up by being unproductive. But I bring this to the table for you. If you are being unproductive and if you wasted your time, it's never too late to just start doing what you wanted to do. In my case, no, I actually, I actually will say I didn't feel the best I could feel because I couldn't do much of the stuff I would like to have done today. So I felt like the day was pretty meh. Didn't get to do the things I wanted. But at the same time, nothing I can't, like, I will look up tomorrow, right? And it's not like all the things I haven't done today, I cannot do them tomorrow. And this may be situational. Maybe there are things that you didn't do today and you will not be able to do tomorrow. But the thing is, that doesn't happen really often. Maybe you've spent all these last few weeks saying, "Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna start doing exercise. Tomorrow I'm gonna start the process of getting fit." And you know, I think that, and I think that maybe even when you said tomorrow I'm gonna do it, tomorrow I'm really gonna start. Maybe you woke up today and you didn't feel like it. Shit is hard, okay? I promise. I understand you. I truly get you. It's hard, when that 2 a.m. motivation hits and you say, okay, tomorrow I'm really gonna do it. Tomorrow I'm really gonna study whatever the hell it is I have to study. Tomorrow I really will talk to this person I've been meaning to talk to all this time, but it's hard. And I know it's hard, okay? That's why we keep delaying it. And to each their own rhythm, okay? I'm not going to make you hurry. I will not say, go do it now. But what I mean is, take your own time and don't feel bad for taking your own time. Because maybe you didn't start it today, like you said so, but you'll do a favor to your future self. If you start it tomorrow, you will do a favor to like your own. If you don't forget next time, if you truly are true to your own world, and you know, catch up to your own promises. What I want to say is, it's never too late to start. Don't feel bad because you haven't started today. Don't feel bad because maybe you know you're not going to start tomorrow. What I want you to know is that the day you start, you don't have to be mad at your past self. don't feel pity for your past self either. Just know that whatever you're starting, you're on good track already. Okay? The first step is always the hardest, and then the next one, and then the next one is also harder. You never truly get comfortable, but at the same time, I don't think you have to worry about starting late. I don't think you have to worry about catching up to your friends. I don't think you have to worry about anything else. Do what you want. It's never too late to start something new. Something that really brings passion out from you. And you only have to do it if you really want to do it. Although, what I will tell you is whatever you do, please do it. Like, please start. It's kind of pissing me off that I'm surrounded by ice. Not gonna lie. I just don't want you to get mad at yourself, you know? I've also been like, I've probably been victim to it a lot of times in my life. I said I would start something and then the next day would come and I wouldn't do it and I would feel guilty for it and I would get sad and that would ruin like the rest of my day probably or even my week depending on how important the thing was. And maybe the thing you've been postponing has had some, oh what the, still copper, has had some consequences on your life. You know, nothing is truly harmless. Maybe you've been postponing something from work and oh no, your boss has caught you. Maybe you've been postponing something from school and now you got to the day, you know, that you're supposed to bring it in to your teacher and you're close to the deadline, you haven't finished. But that is okay. Just because you start late doesn't mean you won't do a good job at it. You just have to start, okay? It also comes down to like not being too hard on yourself because maybe you got some rough stuff happening in your life and you know that's why you want to make a change. But that 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 rough stuff isn't going to disappear uh, from basically in a few hours from night to morning. So you know you've probably been dealing with some stuff. It's obvious that you're not going to feel your best at morning when you wake up and maybe all that motivation you had yesterday at night disappeared. It's hard, okay? That's why you gotta try going slow. Maybe you don't want to do it right now, but you can start setting up yourself for success. Like if you want to study tomorrow, maybe instead of studying or studying a bit at night, just start laying out, I don't know, your books, your your pen, your anything you want in your desk. Set it up for tomorrow, and tomorrow when you see it, you will say, okay, I should study, or I should do this, should do the other thing. Like, take small steps towards that goal if you see that it isn't working. For me, you know, I like running, I like jogging in the morning when I wake up, but you know, my schedule's really fucked, okay? Like, not, it's not really entirely my fault, um, but I have really late classes at college, so I get home at like 10, 11 p.m. and I still have to eat, right? So I still have to cook dinner, and when I finish cooking dinner, then after I eat it, I just then I can start uh, like the sleeping process. But the fact is, even if I slept at like 12, just 1 hour after I got back, I'm still tired for the rest of the day, so I may not wake up at 8 a.m., you know? And that's something I've come to terms with, but I've been trying to change. Because for me, I'm not really like a guy that loves doing exercise in front of other people. I've never really gotten over the fear of that. Even the gym sort of used scares me sometimes. Not always, obviously. It's easier going with a friend, I think. Makes it a bit easier. But and the way I got fixing that is just by going up uh, for a run when nobody's really awake. So I can really feel free. I can smell fresh air, and I start the day in a good spot. But with this fucked up schedule, I will wake up, and obviously the last thing I want to do as I wake up is go for a run. And I used to blame myself for that. But I learned that I shouldn't. I learned that I shouldn't, and instead, like I said, I started setting myself up for success. I started like waking up early. I started trying to sleep earlier. I tried like as soon as I got home from college, I tried to like uh, you know turn all my screens off, turn all my devices off, so I couldn't get distracted, and I just had to focus on the task, which was cooking dinner and eating and going to sleep. And that sort of worked. I was doing stuff quicker. I was waking up earlier with more energy, but I still couldn't bring myself to do those things like go running as I intended. But I just gave myself some time. I just gave myself some time. Like I started waking up earlier, more and more each time, and then suddenly one day it was early. I had energy, and my body couldn't find an excuse. I said, "Okay, this is it." Took a deep breath, and I just went for it. Felt really good. And it felt even better because you know it was an accomplishment after all these days I've been postponing it because I couldn't bring myself up for it, and I finally did it. It felt really nice, and that taught me that maybe I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Like it's okay sometimes to be slow and take my time. And I don't blame myself for all those days. I woke up at 8 and said, man, I really don't want to go running because at the end of the week I was already doing it. It's kind of worth it. I didn't care that I started later than I wanted. What really mattered is that one day it came the day that I stood up and went for a run, and that made me proud of myself. So today's episode is gonna end here. I know I'm not saying goodbye to the glue, but I really wanna like catch up. I will just mine a few of iron and get myself full iron, and I'll just say bye. I lost everything yesterday. I won't be playing too much, but oh my god, yo, we made it. Okay, so this is going to be where today's episode ends. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked today's topic. I know it has been uh, different. Finally, I wanted to make a shorter video. I got a shorter video. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Please, don't be afraid to start. And when you start, don't blame yourself. It's okay to start late. Bye bye.